Google's foray into the gaming world, let's talk about it on Full Gamer Disclosure. During this past Game Developers Conference, the tech giant known as Google has officially announced their entry into video gaming with Stadia. There's no separate physical hardware to purchase whatsoever, with the exception of their own controller. However, you can use your existing controller. Video games are played by streaming them over Google's data centers and can be played on desktops, laptops, television sets, tablets, and smartphones. At launch, Stadia will support resolutions at up to 4K at 60 frames per second with HDR and surround sound. It was even boasted that in the future, games will be streamed at up to 8K. During the keynote speech, it was stated that Stadia would launch in 2019, beginning with the US, Canada, the UK, and most of Europe. Both Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Doom Eternal were showcased running on the game streaming service. It was announced before the debut of Stadia that Jade Raymond, who produced the original Assassin's Creed at Ubisoft and worked for EA on a Star Wars game, which unfortunately got canceled, will be working at Google in the role of a vice president. She will lead the tech giant's new first-party development studio, which will be called Stadia Games and Entertainment. While all this sounds very impressive, there are some questions that need to be answered, with the first being the cost to the consumer. During the speech, no price was ever mentioned for the service. Will this be a monthly subscription, or can we purchase a game to own outright? Additionally, what is the minimum internet speed that is required in order to effectively stream these games to our devices? Latency can be a big issue, especially if you are engaged in competitive multiplayer gaming. Microsoft's Game Pass service understands this, as a subscriber can download a game directly to their console and play it online or off. Another looming question is, what exclusive games will debut alongside Stadia? While the announcement of a new studio is exciting, no exclusives to what our appetites were mentioned. Also, what other third-party publishers have signed on to make games for this service? History has shown that it's the games that attract the gamer, regardless of how advanced the platform they play on are. Perhaps Google will be in attendance at E3 2019 to answer these lingering questions. It will be interesting to see how Stadia will be able to compete against the next Xbox, PlayStation 5, and Switch, as the big three have their firmly established franchises and their loyal followers. The search giant has their work cut out for them. However, they do have the tech and the talent to shake up the industry. If you like what has been disclosed, please subscribe below.